The beaches of Santa Monica and Venice, not too far from our setting today, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
Take a look at Murray. He's pulled in a lot of votes, nearly enough, in fact, to break into the top 10 in the Western Conference.
Yeah, and probably wishing he was a little higher on that list, but there's just too many other guys also having fantastic seasons.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Clippers are trying to shift their offense toward ball movement. Last season, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George both notched career highs in assists. Kawhi said, if I can get us in our offense, that makes me happy. It doesn't matter about getting an assist. Just make the right play and share the ball. Kevin?
They've got great chemistry, David, just like you and I do. Thanks for that report. And both teams tonight, Greg, can go deep into their benches. It seems like a growing trend.
Yeah, I think teams are digging deeper more than ever before, and even getting into two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. The wing set for them, Barton and Porter. Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. And for the Clippers, George in the front court, along with Leonard. Jackson is out there with Norman Powell. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. So the Clippers win the tip. Here's Jackson. Passes it to Leonard. Over Gordon. Leonard, no luck. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to Charlotte. Deep 2 from Murray. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. To the inside. And it's Leonard missing. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. Now Porter. 9-point game his last outing. And they double up Gordon. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, you know what I like to say, persistence pays, and with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the glass.
Powell against Barton. Inside, Jokic with the steal. And Porter, here we go. And finished off by Porter.
You know, that's the athleticism we refer to when we talk about Porter Jr. I mean, he gets to the bucket with ease.
Jackson against Murray. Takes it inside. Kept alive.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
There's the pass to Jokic. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Clippers have possession.
And, guys, if the defense pays too much attention to Murray as a scorer, he can find his teammates with the pass.
And you know what, Greg? That surprised me, watching him just the 1 year in Kentucky. I didn't know he had that in his package, but he's a terrific passer. And you're right, his feel for the game is outstanding. You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
Well, a chance to check out some stats for Jamal Murray.
The most positive thing about his last 10 games, the work on defense. His mindset has become very aggressive. The steals are up, and he's becoming a big factor on the defensive end.
Basket counts.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Shot from 12. And that one comes up a bit short. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 4. Up top Powell. Barton defending. Jackson looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No problems knocking that one down.
PG's really refined his three-point shooting. He's an absolute laser now from distance, and that's a big part of his offense.
Here's Jokic, and the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Clippers trail by 3. Jackson with it. He's coming off a 22-point game against Sacramento. George with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Tries again, and the layup good by George. George has got 5.
When George is aggressive now, I think it energizes his whole team.
Pass to Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Outside Jackson. Pass to Leonard. Over Gordon. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Jackson.
And that high release point on Leonard's shot makes that mid-range jumper tough to contest.
For Denver, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Murray, the pass to Porter. And here's Barton. Gordon dishes to Barton. The kick out to Porter. Goes back up. In deep. Jokic drops it in. He's got 6.
Look, this package that Jokic has, instinct, length, timing, you don't have to jump really high if you've got those things working for you to be effective as a rebounder.
Now here's Leonard. This game 26 points.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stop.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And so here's Denver. After the basket by Los Angeles. Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
Here's Jackson. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Zubats against Jokic. 5 to shoot. George, that's a 2-pointer. Again, the Clippers.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
The Nuggets have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Left side, Porter. He is hauled in by Paul George.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration.
Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. What's up? And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
The Nuggets trail. Murray outside. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Barton outside. Six to shoot. Driving the lane. Deep two from Murray. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And, guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
There's Jackson with the three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, they made a few key shots but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Facundo Campazzo comes in for Will Barton. Kennard kicks to George. There's the dish to Powell. Back to George. Over Green, and there's Paul George on the assist by Powell. George has got 9 points.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Jokic. Campazzo, guarded by Powell. It's hauled in by Zubac.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
The shot by Powell, no good. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. So, for the Clippers, Robert Covington's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Leonard. Mann subbed in for Powell. Denver also making some changes. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Jokic. Green comes in for Aaron Gordon. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. And Greg, at this point in the year, if your system overall doesn't seem to be working, how much can you really change before the offseason?
Well, usually a system change would come with a coaching change, but sometimes it's not the system. And sometimes you just need a different voice. And keep in mind, you also have to evaluate that roster and find out if the players on that roster are a good match for the system.
Now, here's Cousins. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Kennard with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Cousins. Can they get it? He dishes it to Green. Tipped away. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
The first one falls.
You know, I really applaud Paul George's mental fortitude. I saw him come into the league as a rookie with the Pacers in 2010, and his growth has been remarkable. He's always been able to look past his setbacks and jabs from the critics to continue to stay focused on being the best player he can be, and he's one of the very best in the league.
And George drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Morris looking over the floor. To the paint, here's Green. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Clippers have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Taken away. And pushing it up, here's Denver. That's tipped. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And here is Los Angeles now. Guarded by Green. Outside for George. A three-pointer is right on target. George has got 14.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
The Nuggets trail by 4. The pass to Cousins. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And, you know, DeMarcus Cousins is used to playing through contact. I mean, he's excellent at overwhelming the defense with his strength.
And here's Kennard. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento. The three. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Campazzo, the pass to Morris. To the middle. Here's Cousins. Oh, what a play! Woo!
Boogie Cousins shaking it up a little bit with a dynamic throwdown.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Now, here is Morris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Kennard against Cousins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, maybe not the destructive force he was before the ACL tear, but Cousins still has the size, skill, and understanding of the game to be a contributor.
First one falls for him.
And some career low numbers last season. Where does Cousins go from here?
Well, Greg, I think the biggest thing with him is health, and health affects conditioning, and those two things, two sides of the same coin. And then I think he has to embrace a willingness to accept a support role at this stage in his career.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And, you know, when Cousins is healthy now, this guy is a quality player. He's a big man that has a lot of versatility.
Pass to Kennard. 1:41 left here in the opening quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mann. The shot that time, not on target. And Denver the other way now. Here's Morris. No points in the game yet for him. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
That free throw good from Kennard. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for the Clippers. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. 4-point game. 1:05 left in the first. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Mann. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Into the lane, and he goes in for the dunk.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Cousins. The Clippers getting the bucket. Green passes to Cousins. And they double up Cousins. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Clippers leading by 6. Down low. The jump hook. Bank shot. No good. Pass to Campazzo. Oh, that's blocked. And they'll get another chance. Green taking his time here. Fires from deep. He can't hit that time. He got it up. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And the 2021 League MVP, Nikola Jokic, discussed what brought him to this point.
The hustle work, every day, twice a day. Just go out there on the court and do whatever you need to do to get better, And that's what I did.
You did indeed. Those long hours, Greg, in the gym are something the fans don't always recognize.
And even for a player like the Joker, who seems like a savant with the ball, it all comes back to the work.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Something else they've done a good job of tonight, right from the start, is penetrating and scoring.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Robert Covington. Marcus Morris is out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Mann in at the 2. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Robert Covington unable to get his last shot to go. Morris kicks to Green. Just 5 on the clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And down the road, Greg, which current player might make for the best coach?
Well, I'm always partial to the point guard. And if you're looking for leadership, man, Chris Paul, Mike Conley, those guys I think are destined to coach. I think LeBron would be a great one as well, but I got a sneaky suspicion he'd just rather own the team.
The first free throw is good. A different look for the Clippers. Leonard, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Jackson in for Luke Kennard. And then for Denver, Porter's checked in for Green. And Barton subbed in for Monte Morris. And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Now here's Jackson. He's covered closely. Passes to Leonard. Nice D from Cousins. The Nuggets trail. The pass to Campazzo. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul. Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And Murray subbed in for Campazzo. Murray surveying the D. And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And there's the drive. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Outside for Murray. And again, Denver with the triple.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
The Clippers trail. Outside Jackson. Drives to the hoop. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Nuggets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Pass to Jokic. Can't hit that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Inside. It's stolen by Green. They get a hand on it. Denver's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Barton outside. Shot clock at 6. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Another miss by Jokic.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. And the rejection by Jackson. Murray, good.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
They're getting outworked on the glass, and those second chance buckets have devastated their defense.
Now here's Batum. Leonard, the pass to Jackson. To the wing right side. No good on the triple. For Denver, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Offensive rebound. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Zubac trying to break loose. Jackson misses. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Los Angeles. Outside for Murray. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Leonard attacking, and then Leonard with the dunk.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
Now Murray. 14 points from him the last game against Charlotte.
His big night wasn't limited to his offense. His steals numbers were way up there, and it was a special night for him in just about every way.
You know, Greg, it is amazing the total effect Jokic has on the game.
And he's usually top 5 in triple-doubles now. He's really worked on his defense. And the scary part is he's still only in his mid-20s.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. There's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
And the first one drops. Clark, so unique to have a 7-footer like Jokic who makes everyone around him better.
He is so much fun to watch, Kevin. And he does make everybody better because he plays the game simply and effectively. He once said, a point makes you happy, but an assist makes you and your teammate happy. How about that? Jokic could probably average double-digit assists anytime he wants to. And I think it might happen before his career is done.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Now here's Powell. 11 points for him in that last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Here's Murray, 5 points in the game.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Jackson drives in.
You know Jackson can just fly. I mean, that athleticism and energy is off the charts.
The Nuggets trail by 5. To the paint, here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Los Angeles calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. And they got to bring the double team on him.
And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with, incredibly strong for his position.
And Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. It also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
What's up?
And there was a slight panic in L.A. when Kawhi opted out of his deal. It quickly went away as Kawhi signed a new one with the Clippers. The Clippers can build knowing Kawhi is in it for the long haul. Always nice to know you have a star that you can win with.
Jackson against Murray. Jackson kicks the foul. Pass to Leonard. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Murray outside. From the top of the key. They get it back. The second effort. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Jokic.
Well, I so enjoy watching Jokic play. I mean, really enjoying him tonight, scoring a bunch of points, and his offensive game is just a beautiful thing to behold.
Now, here's Jokic. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Murray for 3, and he's able to get it back. Looking to get back on track here, and then Murray with the jam.
Hey, Murray's reputation and profile is that of a scorer. I mean, that's what he is, but he's also showing you that he's not afraid to get his hands dirty either.
Now here's Jackson. 8 points for him. Zubac the pass to Pop. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And a wide open look for Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists now in this one. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Denver.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight. And it's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
The Nuggets trail. Murray with it. 7 points in the game. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. It's Powell with the drive. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Clippers have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, They've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
The free throw drops for Powell. Robert Covington's checked in for the Clippers. Luke Kennard comes in for Reggie Jackson. And then for Denver, DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Jokic. Green comes in for Michael Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Barton. And so Powell nails both of them.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Now here's Murray. He has 7. Got a hand on it.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
Kennard with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. Campazzo's checked in for the Nuggets. Denver on D. They trail by 3. Leonard kicks to George. Leonard trying to break free. That's good for George on the assist from Leonard. George has got 17.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Campazzo, the pass to Morris. They kick it out to Green. Clock at 6. Passes it to Campazzo. Over Kennard. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Mann's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Clippers leading by 6. And here's George. He's coming off a 34-point game against Sacramento.
A gigantic game for him at the free throw line. He was an instigator, drawing a ton of contact and really just hunting for the whistle.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
He was extremely sharp at the free throw line in their last outing.
And it helped them get a narrow win. They needed every one of those points he got from the line.
Take a break.
We've seen some obvious improvement in his free throw shooting since last year.
Free throw good, Paul George. And both free throws good for Paul George. The Nuggets trail by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
And here are the Clippers. They've scored 10 straight. Morris against Kennard. Now here's Powell. He has 7. And it's Luke Kennard with the 3. Kennard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers.
George's all-around game is very impressive, and his passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
Now here's Green. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 5. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. From deep. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
.136 left in the second quarter. Campazzo, the pass to Cousins. Here's Green, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And the pass to Campazzo. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Campazzo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Look at how high George gets off these drives to the hoop. Banging it down with the violence of a madman.
The Nuggets trail by 12. Pass to Cousins. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
George passes to Covington. Powell for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
We've got 33 seconds left now here in the second. Outside, Green. Pass to Campazzo. Back to Green. Passes it to Gordon. Paul George with the steal. Here's Mann. He averages about 5 points a game. Now George. Over Gordon. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Clippers ahead, ending the second quarter on a 20-5 run. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 21 points, 3 assists, and 2 steals. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
They're running the offense beautifully this one, working for good looks. The confidence looks sky high. It's going to be hard for that defense to disrupt their flow at this point.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Denver?
The energy on D stood for disappointing. They were slow to rotate. Communication was bad. No effort. I mean, the intensity on that end of the floor, where it needs to be, was just not there.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The Nuggets trail by 13. Second half is underway. Here's who Michael Malone's got on the floor. The guards are out there for him, Murray and Barton. The forwards are Porter and Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the center position. Now, here's Jokic. For three, Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists now tonight.
And you talk to Murray. He said it was a lot of fun to grow up in Canada. I wanted to prove that you can play ball there and still get to where you need to go.
The pass to George. Five on the clock. And it's Denver with the rebound. Murray's got his 4th rebound in this one. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Nuggets, when healthy, are one of the league's elite teams. Aaron Gordon says we have championship aspirations. When you've got the Joker, you have a chance to win every single night. If we play our best, we have a good chance to go as far as we want to. Guys, I just want to go as far as throwing it back to you.
You can throw it to us anytime, and he is the defending MVP and plenty of players around Jokic. David, thanks. They are for real. Here's Powell. Bucket is good. Powell's got 12 in the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Jokic, no good. And as a prep, Murray formed a duo with Thon Maker to defeat some top American schools.
And Murray blew up in some of the showcases. 5-star recruit, top 10 pick. Canada producing yet another exceptional talent.
Now, here's George, following the miss by Jokic.
Oh, George really feeling it right now. Another bucket to his credit.
The Nuggets trail by 11. Murray kicks to Barton. Outside, Porter. The Clippers grab the miss. Jackson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. For 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And so it's Barton bringing it up for Denver. Pass to Jokic. No good with the triple.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Powell, that's good.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Now here's Barton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Stolen by Gordon. Barton against Powell. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Marcus Morris has checked in for Los Angeles. And Denver also making a switch. Green, he's checked in for Gordon. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Here's Porter. And the call up against Jokic. That's his 1st foul. Los Angeles making a switch here. Batum's checked in. Los Angeles leading by 13. 3rd quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Pulls from the top of the key, and that one hits back iron.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Now here's Jackson. Left side, Batum. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 5 assists tonight. The Nuggets trail by 15. Denver calls timeout.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
It's Barton on the wing. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
It's obvious that Barton's jump shot has come a long way. Right now, he's pretty solid at catching and shooting.
Pass to Zubac. Jokic with the steal. Here's Murray going inside, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Murray's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Batum scanning the floor. Here's Leonard. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Leonard's got 13 points.
An elite scorer in today's game. Leonard is consistent at staying aggressive on the offensive end.
Passes to Jokic. It's Barton on the wing, defended by Batum, and good that time. Barton's got his second bucket tonight.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Jackson with it. He's got 8. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Porter.
Yeah, and that's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
And he knocks down the first one.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
And he makes both free throws. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Barton outside. Over to the left wing. Misses off the right iron.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Murray against Jackson. Zubac. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gaps of the defense with quick, decisive drives down the lane.
And he can't get the first one. Campazzo's checked in for Michael Porter. And he sinks the second. The Nuggets trail by 14. Barton outside. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Mann's checked in for Zubas. And here's Jackson. He's got 8. Outside Leonard. And there's the pass to Batum. No good that time. Barton with some nice D. Pass to Jokic. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Nice work from the Serbian. Jokic uses his body so well to get the looks he wants inside.
Left side Jackson to the left side wing. Here's Mann. Leonard trying to break free. Goes up again, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And the Clippers lead by 14. Campazzo, the pass to Murray. Jokic inside. He's covered by Leonard. And it's Jokic missing.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide-open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Los Angeles leading by 16. To the inside. And stolen by Barton. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And there it is for him. 18 points for Jokic.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
Pass to Leonard. Here's Mann. With the drive. Lays it up off the glass. Mann's got 6 points.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And here are the Nuggets now. Campazzo, the pass to Jokic. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 5th rebound in this one. Up top, Batum. Barton defending. Out to the wing. Here's Mann. Good on the three-point shot. Mann's got 5 points now this quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
The Nuggets trail by 19. Campazzo, guarded by Jackson. Passes it to Jokic. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. So, for the Clippers, Robert Covington comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Luke Kennard in for Reggie Jackson. The Nuggets also changing it up. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Jokic. And it's Green in for Will Barton. Here's Cousins. 9 points in the game so far. Outside for Murray. Shot clock at 6. Cousins against Kennard. They get the rebound. Green. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Leonard on the wing, by Green, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Getting a step on the defense there. Once Leonard has this, you know he's going to capitalize.
The Nuggets trail by 19. Outside, Green. Covington against Cousins. There's Green with the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Outside Covington. That shot off. Great D that time from Green. Murray outside. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And it's 6'7" with a 7'2" wingspan. Robert Covington, Greg, comfortable guarding power forwards.
Well, he's accustomed to it. In high school, he was the same height, but only weighed 170 pounds. Even then, his coach said he was weak, but he wasn't soft.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. George is checked in for Leonard. And it's Powell in for Marcus Morris. Now, here's Covington. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Murray against Covington. Murray, good. Murray's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
George with the ball. He's picked up by Cousins. Here's Covington, and it's blocked by Gordon.
Good defensive instincts there displayed by Gordon. Reading the shooter all the way. Yeah, we saw this on display in the slam dunk contest. Gordon has some major bunnies, a creative slam dunk artist.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Now, here's Kennard. He's got 10. It's Powell on the wing. Dishes it to Covington. Wants to get it to Powell, and does. The baseline J off the mark. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. The teardrop falls in. Murray's got 12 points in just the second half.
He's super hard to guard is Jamal Murray because he's got all the shots, including recognizing when to use the floater.
Now, here's George. He's got 23, and the shot goes in. George has got 25 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Paul George making his last shot. Campazzo, the pass to Cousins. Shoots over Covington, and the shot no good, a bit short. Clippers leading by 17. To the middle, George finds Powell. That one falls. Powell's got 6 in the quarter. 12 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Murray outside. From deep three-point range, and so it's the Los Angeles Clippers taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take a listen now to Coach Tyronn Lue.
You got to make the right play like you've been doing all night, all right? They're going to try to help and tag. You got to make the right play, finish, and make the right pass, all right?
Well, you know what, Greg? You got to like what Coach Ty Lue is saying, telling his guys to take what they see.
I mean, keep it simple. Don't rush it. Let's just stay focused. Really good advice.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So for the Clippers right now, Norman Powell is out there with Kennard. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the 3, the small forward. And for the first time in 2021, Clark, we had the full play-in tournament featuring the 7 through 10 seeds. What'd you think of the new format?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, again, part of it was we're coming out of a pandemic, and so we're starving for all things sports, and this added another level of excitement to, I think, the best game in the world, NBA basketball. You had Steph against LeBron and AD, so I think it was a pretty awesome result overall.
Denver shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Outside, Porter. Now the pass to Morris. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his third foul of the game. Los Angeles leading by 22. Pass to Zubac. To the paint. Here's George. Makes it off the glass. And that's now 30 points for Paul George.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Here's the Nuggets with the ball. Now here's Murray. Releases. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Powell. Cousins pulls it in. And here are the Nuggets now. Here's Porter. Kennard with the rebound. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. George finds Zubac. Now Covington. Well, Clark, with the success of the play-in tournament, Commissioner Silver pushing for a mid-season tournament with the winning team earning $1 million per player.
You know, Kevin, adding additional games I think would be a challenge. I'm not quite sold on that, but I do know that $1 million would incentivize role players. The question is whether or not star players would be as motivated to add more games in the middle of the season. Cousins imposing his will that time against pretty good defense.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Short. The shot comes out. Nice D from Porter. Nuggets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Offensive rebound. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Kennard against Murray. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And the dunk by Powell.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
So it's Denver now after the Clippers pick up 2. Shot from 12. Just 5 to shoot. Covington with the steal. Here's George. And he uses the glass on the layup. George has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Powell against Murray. Driving inside. And it's Murray with the jam.
Yeah, that's just playing smart basketball that time. Murray doing a really good job to set himself up to get free for his shot.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Here's Murray. The Clippers getting the bucket. Clark, we know injury prevention is a huge aspect for teams, and it seems like training staffs hold a lot more weight than they did in the past.
I think you're exactly right, Kevin. No doubt about it, and for good reason. I mean, the medical staffs include doctors and trainers and physiotherapists and the like, and they really have enhanced what goes into preparing players for their seasons throughout their careers, and it's become more precise, it's better. Yet there are still going to be injuries, but the treatment and care players get now, I think, is platinum level across the league.
And here are the Clippers. They're on a 15-6 run. Inside, George. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Zubats. Batum comes in for Robert Covington. Rodney Hood subbed in for Powell. Here's Rivers. Six on the shot clock. Feeds it to Green. George with the defensive effort. And here are the Clippers. They're on an 18-6 run. The shot's good from Kennard.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here is Forbes. Kennard covering. Pass to Najee. Over in the corner, Green. And Clark, you played in a very physical era. What do you think about the way fouls are called right now?
I really don't have a problem with it, Kevin. I mean, some of the fouls that were allowed in years past, way back in the 70s and 80s, I mean, those were borderline flagrant 3 kind of fouls. The game was more physical, and it was accepted as such, but I don't know if that was necessarily good for the game. I think now the way they have it set up and the way it's officiated as it relates to physicality and flagrant fouls, yeah, it may be a little bit too far the other way, but I think it's the right balance overall.
And here's Rivers following the three-pointer by Nicholas Batum. And he drives in, uncovered, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Najee's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Passes it to Kennard. Back to Hood. He tries for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Here's Rivers. It's hauled in by Paul George. George has got 5 rebounds tonight. Driving in. Powered down with both hands.
Oh, man, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from it.
Denver's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Outside, Green. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending. And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your suit. So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
Batum is accustomed to getting pushed around a bit, so he's a tough guy who can embrace the contact.
And the first one at the line is good. And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from. That's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again. After what we've gone through, partner, it is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
Now here's Rivers. He feeds it to Green. And once you've played for 10 teams in your career, Clark, there should be some type of prize for perseverance.
Yeah, I hear you on that, Kevin, and I don't disagree with you. I mean, Jeff Green has always had tremendous talent. And just because you have great all-around skills doesn't mean you want to be a star or will be a star. Some guys are better suited to being complementary players, and I think that's who Jeff Green is and how he's been most comfortable with the teams that he's played on.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Green.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Now, Kennard. Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
Now here's Hood, following the miss by Austin Rivers. On the wing, Batum. 16 feet away. The shot missing. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's Forbes. And again, Denver no good. LA's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Driving to the basket.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Rivers with it. And Green now, top of the key. Outside, Green. 6 to shoot. The pass to Najee. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And here's Kennard. Pass to Ojale. Kennard trying to break loose. They grab their own miss. Right wing. Outside, Batum. Hood dishes to Batum. Offline with his 3. And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That's his first foul. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Los Angeles. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Denver. And Forbes kicks to Rivers. Outside, Green. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Clark, you know, road teams accustomed to hostile crowds, but it can go too far. Players have been very vocal, saying, respect the game, and then respect us as human beings as well.
And, Kevin, I couldn't say it any better. It's that simple. It's not complicated. The right to say anything you want doesn't come with the purchase of a ticket. I think human dignity, common courtesy, and respect supersedes whatever feelings you might have about a particular team or player and overrides whatever price you paid for your ticket.
And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Denver's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Leonard with the steal. Kennard with the ball. Picked up by Rivers. Kennard the pass to Hood. Here's Hartenstein. Pass to Ojale for the 3. It's rebounded by Najee. Outside, Green. Rivers passes to Najee. He kicks it to Green. To the wing on the left. Wide open look. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Denver with the ball. After the basket by Los Angeles. Rivers surveying the D. Poked away and stolen by Hood. Ojale kicks to Leonard. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who is the toughest matchup for you when you play?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult. But in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better. And that was always a challenge. And don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Clippers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was
for George.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Leonard against Green. Back to Leonard. Out left to the wing. Here's Mann. Pocket 4. Los Angeles with another miss. Now here's Gordon.
Take a break. Take a break.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. Rivers hits both of them. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you very much, Kawhi. How do you evaluate your team's progress at this point in the season?
We got to come out and just have the same mindset and energy every night. You know, that's the thing that we're working on, trying to be consistent at, and just knowing the game plan. And, you know, once we get that down and we start making our shots, it's going to be very hard to beat us.
And you're winning games in the meantime, man. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.